Hello students, I'm here with the second topic of first chapter. The name of the topic is Objectives of Management. To know what objectives of management is, first of all, what objectives actually mean. Objectives as defined are the ends towards which the activities of an organization are directed, and the standards against which the performance is assessed. So basically, objective is the goal which is set by every organization to be achieved every year. Because if an organization sets objective, only then they can channelize all their efforts towards achieving them. When we say management objectives or objectives of management are categorized in three different categories. Now, the reason why the objectives of management are categorized is in today's competitive world, any organization, if it wants to survive and stay in the market for a long run, it cannot think only of maximizing its profit, but it must also concentrate on welfare of the society, about satisfying its employees in order to survive and compete in this cutthroat competition and to be in the world map of business. Now, this objectives of management, as I said, is categorized in three different categories. These categories are organizational objectives, personal objective, and social objective. Organizational objectives. Organizational objectives include all those objectives which are concerned with growth and prosperity of an organization. These organizational objectives are also known as economic objectives of an organization. Further, these objectives are divided into three parts. They are survival, profit, and growth. Survival. Survival objective of any organization is a must, and mostly new organizations set this as their primary objective, that is survival. In survival, every organization, they strive to survive in the market, and for that purpose they try to cover up their cost with the revenue that they earn. Once they are sure that they can cover up their costs with the revenue that they are earning, they move to the maximization of profit. For maximization of profit, now they not only covering up the cost, but they have to increase their revenue, because an organization's identity is known and it can earn fame only if it can maximize its profit. And this profit is used for many purposes, like for example, paying of salary, wages, then purchase of machineries, equipments, etc. Once an organization is confirmed that it is earning profit and can earn profit for a long term, it cannot satisfy itself just by earning profit. The next objective is growth. Now, growth here will include the objective of expanding the business. Now, for expansion, what an organization can do, it can open up new branches in different areas. It can modernize by including new machineries, installation of new technology. At the same time, it can also diversify. Diversify means to include new product in the existing product line. So that is organizational objective, which is also known as economic objective. Next is personal objectives. Personal objectives are related to each and every individual working in the organization. That means each and every employee who are working in the organization, they come from different backgrounds. Their own personal objectives are different. A few may think of having their own plot of land. A few may think of buying a new car, etc., etc. So these personal objectives need to be taken care of. As I said, the human resource is the most important asset for every organization. So these objectives must be fulfilled so that you can, as the manager of an organization or as the owner of an organization, can keep the human resource for a long run. And these objectives include fair remuneration, that is paying them salary which satisfies them on regular basis, reasonable working condition which includes hygienic environment, providing them training and development. There can be different workshops where they can learn new skills, participation in management, that means to give them a chance to take part in the decision making process, security of service, that means to give them the satisfaction that they are going to stay in the organization for a long period of time if they are working well for the organization. Last but not the least, and the most important, I would say, it is social objectives. Social objectives of an organization. It means to provide good service to the society, because no business can be done in isolation. So for a business to run for a long period of time, it must provide service to the society. Now, some of the points that are included under the social objectives are environmental improvement, generation of job potential, development of backward areas by setting up of new units, conserves scarce resources, or you can say full utilization of whatever resources are available, promoting small scale industries so that it can provide employment opportunity to the people of backward areas. Apart from these points, there can be even more points like providing of good quality product, not to adulterate product, not to mislead the consumers by any kind of fake advertisement. A very common example of social responsibilities which include under social objective nowadays, which is going on or which is very much in news at the same time, is the contribution by big companies to combat the coronavirus, which is spreading everywhere. Some of the name of the renowned companies which are contributing to combat this situation, I would say they are Asian Paints, Reliance, Tata, Infosys, etc. So I hope you have understood the topic. Now, on the basis of the explanation, this is the question of the day. The question is, to meet the objectives of the firm, management of Castle Limited offers employment to physically challenged person. Identify the organizational objective it is trying to achieve. Let's see how many of you can answer.